get it.
What's up to all my solid stepping up there? We have a special edition of Solid Point of View TV in the Law Library with Jay Hardcore Boxing. We have a special guest here today with us, Miss Clifford, Miss the Black Rhino's mother. Top 10 contender for Mike Tyson. Miss Clifford Etienne is about to discuss his case and his situation. I know y'all gonna be intrigued about this story. So on Jay right quick, man.
I'm good, brother. Just keeping life simple, man. But definitely today is a special moment for me. First of all, I was able to speak to her son this morning, and just able to speak to her son this morning was just amazing, man. Because, like I said, I've been following this guy's career for the longest time, so to be able to speak to him and now got his mama on the phone. Hey, I'm up in the clouds right now. But the whole thing in a nutshell today is we're going to talk about how we can get this brother back home, how we going to talk about CTE. But back in the day, it wasn't called CTE. They used to call it punch drunk, but now they got a clinical term about it. But you know what? I'm not the specialist on this. You are, so I'm going to turn it back to you, my brother.
Word up, man. So let's get straight into it. Miss Etienne, you got a picture of Clifford or the Black Rhino, your son?
Yes, I have the last picture that we took 2 weeks ago. Back, I'm hunting for because I done moved stuff around.
Wow.
Yeah, hold it up closer to the camera so the people can see it. That's my boy. He used to train me. He used to train me. I used to tell him, man, I ain't gonna try all the moves you teaching me, bro. I said, that's how I ain't about to be punch drunk around here, But so let's get straight into it about his case, man. I had the opportunity to work on this case for several years. While we was in Angola together, he used to train me with the boxing, man. We had a camaraderie there. And I always, mess with him, call him punch drunk, man. Punch drunk, come on, man, And man, we just had, some solid times together, man, kicking it, he paint, he used to cut my hair in the barber shop. I mean, it's like he has so many talents, so it was heartfelt, and I was really passionate about working on this case and trying to help him get back home to you, Ms. Etienne. So you wanna anything particular that you want to say to the people about your son in this case?
Well, the biggest thing is on the court asked me back in specifically Wilson Fields, the judge, asked that before he's resentenced, he wanted me to get him another evaluation done. I had the evaluation done. I actually made appointments of 2017 to 2019.
Mm-hmm.
DOC was stopping him from being transported to his appointments.
Right.
So
I was there with him, helping him. Yeah, we was talking to the ward and everything, trying to get him right.
Right. And he finally did get to the appointment. And the appointment was August of 2019. At that time, after the evaluation was done, I asked the court to get his attorney actually asked the court to have a new trial of newly discovered evidence from the evaluation.
Right.
The neurophysiologist that did the evaluation states that he can show them that with immunity, and that's an autopsy after death, he can show where he did have CTE or
the symptoms
so
of it.
that where the damage is done long before 2005 when he was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
But the court still has not set up a time where we can go back to court to show this his report, and he can testify and show them where the damages were done at the time, long before 2005. I'm just running around circles with the court system, and they kind of like ignoring me. It's been sitting on Wilson Field's desk since 2019, September of 2019.
And let me say something. Let me interject something because right there, because let me bring the people that's watching. Let me bring them up to speed so they know exactly what you're saying. In August of 2019, that's what your son. That's what was so accurate because I remember it like it was just yesterday. This month makes 4 years that I've been home, and it's been 4 years since we had this evidence, since we had him reevaluated. And the thing about it is that when the prosecutor, this is what I want the people to know about the law, when the prosecutor gave misinformation to the jury because they told that jury that her son, that the black rhino did not from CTE. And now we have evidence to prove that you can't really determine whether someone has CTE or not unless they're dead. However, you can strongly determine the symptoms of it now. They have enough technology today to determine whether or not you have symptoms. And these doctors have certified doctors have stated clearly that the black rhino, Clifford Etienne, has the symptoms of CTE. So now this is what you call newly discovered evidence. So we're trying to get this newly discovered evidence heard into the courts in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Clifford Etienne was arrested. It was in Baton Rouge, correct?
Correct.
And once we get Fields, Judge Fields to relook at this case, man, then he the law states that he must get a new trial because the jury has the right to hear this information that they didn't know about back then during this trial. So they exposed in football in NFL with the Aaron Hernandez situation, but they never exposed the CTE, how it affects fighters in the boxing world. So that's what we're trying to do here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to shed light on CTE, how it affects people, because after he had that fight with Mike Tyson, he was taking medication for equilibrium, and that had negative side. So I just wanted to bring the viewers and the audience, everybody that's listening to this, I just want to bring them up to speed to exactly what you're saying. So you can go ahead, Miss Etienne.
Oh, can I come in real quick? I just wanted to come in real quick. You know what I mean? Because ever since you all have enlightened me onto this particular situation, I've also done some research as well, and I found out that out of all these sports out here, boxing is the hardest sport of them all. And when they talk about CTE, they said 41% of boxers have an actual chance of having CTE. And it even increases when you get into the heavyweight division because you got bigger guys hitting on you. Now, when you're talking about bigger guys hitting on you, you never had nobody as big.
Right.
You never had the biggest guy like Mike Tyson, which your son actually fought against, got hit by, and got KO'd in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that has to be taken in perspective. You did, and we can't overlook this. They said that boxing is the hardest sport in sports when it comes to CTE. And I don't want that to be unnoticed. Please forgive me, Miss Antoinette.
Yeah.
I might add that the neurophysiologist that did the evaluation, that GOC and the court, the 19th District Court, in particular Wilson Fields, have not put it back into court because they cannot dispute this guy's evaluation. That's the major thing. That's why they have not put it back in court, because they have the ability to do what they need to do, like they need to do it. But the guy that did the evaluation happens to be the chief neurophysiologist of the NFL.
Wait,
Wow.
say that again, Miss Etienne.
The guy that the doctor that did the evaluation on Clifford, such as the evaluation could not be disputed by DOC or the 19th District Court, and that's the reason why it still has not gotten into the system for him to get a retrial, because the neurophysiologist happens to be the chief neurophysiologist in the NFL.
Wow. Wow. So
Wow.
now this is getting real deep, man. This is getting real deep. It's getting real political.
It is political.
Yeah.
His whole
Wow.
incarceration has been
Wait.
totally
Because
political.
I mean, I just want the people to hear you say that one more time. Could you repeat that one more time for us? Say it again.
Which one? The fact that it's political? That
No,
he's
no.
getting it for
Rewind it right
political
back what you
reasons?
said. Who's the chief medical assistant? Good that part there.
The chief neurophysiologist happens to be the chief neurologist of the NFL.
Mm, mm.
They cannot dispute his evaluation. They have never put it back into court. My feelings and all the people around feelings, or because they can prove, he can prove that Clifford had CTE long before 2005.
Mm, mm.
And as he says in his report, they should have never sent him to prison. They should have sent him to a place for treatment. As
Yep.
of today, he's still not receiving the treatment necessary from DOC. In
And I'm
fact, they're withholding his medicine sometimes and everything else.
yeah, and I was there with them, so I know what you're saying is factual. They're not giving him the proper treatment. They're not giving the proper medical attention. They quick to try to make it seem like he's doing this or doing something wrong, and they quick to try to put him on lockdown. I know that for a fact.
Right.
I know that. You know,
Well, they know they were straight up wrong,
yeah.
and because had they done what they were supposed to do, like they were supposed to do it, like I said, DOC refused to transport him at least 9 times for his appointment.
Yeah, I was there with him. I remember each one of those. We was fighting. We was going to the ward. We was filing petitions for him and everything to try to get him to go see that to be evaluated by those doctors.
And they even made me pay for transportation that's
Yeah.
supposed to be by the state to his doctor's appointment.
Now that was
That's how
ironic. That right there, that messed me up. When he showed me that, I'm like, what? We not one prisoner has ever paid that 9,125 days. I did 25 years in there, 20 some years with your son, and not one prisoner that I know had to pay for their own trip to any outside medical treatment. That's
because
supposed to
they're
be
because
financed by the
technically
state.
speaking, they're a ward of the state. The state is supposed to take care of it.
Right.
They're supposed to take care of what they created. Yet no, they to discourage me
God.
in trying to make sure that he gets the proper care and treatment.
And so
and the evaluation.
Right.
They may be paid for at least two or three trips. Yes, I still have the paperwork to prove that. And I not only have the paperwork myself, I also have it in several different states because I don't trust the DOC or the 9th District Court. Because actually, when they stopped him from going to his appointments like 7 or 8 times, I talked to his attorney and asked him to ask the judge to make sure that DOC transported. This motion was denied by Wilson Fields. And I do have the paperwork to prove that also.
So man, we need what information can you give us on Wilson, get the people on Wilson Fields, and so people could write him if you probably don't have it with you, but so we'll probably have to do a part 2, but any information that you could give to the people that you want us to support your son.
Wilson Fields is one of the judges in the 19th District Court.
Tell them what I said. The 19th Judicial District Court is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Correct.
And he's also the brother of the former state legislator Cleo Fields, correct?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
The oldest brother.
Okay. And so here it is. We have ladies and gentlemen that's watching this, man. We really need y'all support. We really need to rally behind this brothers because this brother took on a family to help his family, and he suffered a serious injury mentally called CTE, and they brought this out tremendously after the Aaron Hernandez situation in the NFL. And I never heard anybody speak about how it affects, just like Brother J. Hardcore just mentioned, 40-something percentage of especially heavyweights. This matter with Mike Tyson, one of the hardest heavyweight punches, one of the hardest punches in history. And he's been dealing with boxing for years as a heavyweight, taking this tremendous trauma to his brain, to his head. And when a situation occurs, instead of getting him the help that he needs, they thought it was cool to give him how many years? Tell him, Ms. Etienne. How many years?
They gave him 175 years.
175 years.
The lower court sent it back to 19th District Court because they said that was I forgot the terminology, but excessive sentence.
Excessive sentence, yes.
So they sent it back to him, and that was along about 2017 when Wilson Fields asking in court, I might add, the court record of that date was not in, so it got lost, missing, or whatever. That was just recently, somewhere within the last 4 or 5 years. It's gotten removed from his records. But nevertheless, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because I thought about something else.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's okay. You going through a lot.
To all of that. Oh, by the way, now at this present date, Williams is not in criminal. He is supposed to be in civil, but he demanded that it come back to him because the now Judge Trudy White was supposed to look at the case, and he took the court took it back from her because he said that he wanted to proceed with the case. But
wow, so I heard that we got to do something about this. Now I know Judge Trudy White. I did a speech in Angola about what life without parole looks like, and Judge Trudy White was in the audience. She came to visit Angola. She came there. I became personal, friends with her. She's an avid supporter of justice. I respect that because I know I've always seen her do her best to treat people fairly. Judge Trudy White, big shout out to her. And I think that now, since you saying that he took the case from her, I think he took the case from her because he knew that she was going to make the right decision. She was going to be fair. Judge Trudy White used to come see me in Angola. You know, that lady there when she found out about my wrongful conviction, but she was in Baton Rouge and I fell in Jefferson Parish, so it was two different districts. But that lady is very fair, and that's definitely who I would have liked to see your son's case in the hands of, because I knew that she would have made the fair ruling. She's not biased. She's not just, oh, I'm just riding with this and doing. No, she's not gonna let them dictate to her what needs to be done or anything like that. So I think that's a travesty of justice that your son has been inflicted upon.
Yeah, my thing is, I just want to come in real quick, man. I want people to understand what we got going here, because a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to CTE, you don't understand the type of symptoms that you get from that. And sometimes you can receive aggressive behavior, erratic behavior, and only reason why you're getting those particular behaviors is because of the damages that you receive from CTE. You know what I mean? And
because
people don't
correct,
right, and people do not understand that, and maybe some people don't even understand or even know that the Black Rhino right now is in Angola prison system right now due to some things that actually happened. He's where?
Yeah, he got transferred. He got transferred.
Oh, he got transferred.
But he was in Angola. We was in Angola together and Hunt.
That's what I thought. Okay, I apologize.
He's in prison right now for something that he should be in hospital for, getting treatment.
Yeah, no matter, and that's what I'm saying. He's still in prison. In reference,
that, he was at Angola the time he got transferred. Right, but when he was at Angola, two life inmates, one of which has been out for 4 years, attacked him and stabbed him over 20 times. He was transferred from Angola August 2016 to David Wade. These two guys nothing has ever been done about them. They never even charged them with the attack itself, let alone murder.
I was there when that happened, when they jigged him up, man. I was on when that happened. He had his own look. They gave the Black Rhino his own little apartment in there because he was so good at painting. So he had his own little room with the air conditioning. So I used to go in there. He had a TV, refrigerator, but he was good at painting. So he was painting for the wall, and they'll let him go in there and do something. I wish next time we come on, his mother's gonna have his paintings out so we can see how eloquent and his artistic. And that's how you say that. But he's very talented. Very talented. So when I was in Angola and he got stabbed, he got jugged, the whole prison was like, well, like we always was messed up behind that battle.
And I might add, at that time when he got stabbed, the 20-some time, these two guys actually passed through 2 Sally ports that did not have metal detectors. So they got to his paint room, which wasn't where they were supposed to be, but they were, what they call it, with the T, they can go from place to place.
Trustees. They
both had trustee status, so they was able to go through the 2 Sally ports without.
Sound like a hit to me.
Yeah. So the only way people can move like that, is when it's allowed. Right. When it's allowed. Because I know that facility well. I grew up there. I know exactly where your son paint room was, what he had him at. It was in the main prison. It was right next to the gym. Okay. He had one right next to the gym, and he had one in the back of the gym. So I mean, I remember this like it was night and day. It happened in the main prison. I was in the out camp at the time when it happened. Because when the news got back there to us, that's what everybody was like, wow, what's going on? But we need to understand that in Angola, you do have officers and deputies that put hits out on prisoners. They put me at 16 years old because
Yes, Lord.
my mother sued them for 19 years for murdering my brother. So they wanted me hurt. They wanted to use me as a sacrificial lamb and try to intimidate my mother into dropping her wrongful death lawsuit, which we never did. We fought. And so when I told my mom, I said, don't worry about what happened to me. No, do not worry about what happened to me. Keep pursuing, your lawsuit against your son, my brother. We had to fight for justice. So everything you're going through, man, me and my family, we've been through it. And look, I'm home today. So I want you to keep the fight. Keep up the good fight.
Okay,
You know
we
what I'm
have.
saying? Never give up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how dark the night, believe in the coming of the day. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do everything we can to get you reunited with your son, just like my mama got reunited with me. She lost two sons in there. Okay, we can't change that. But at least she got her baby boy back. She got one of her sons back. And we're gonna do everything that's in our power to try to make sure that you get your son back. You know?
Yes, Lord.
So we thank you for your time. We thank you for your energy. We thank you for your courage. Keep up the good work. And like I say, this situation is really, really heartfelt to me. It's really, really heartfelt to me for the simple fact that I know your son. I really know your son. Like we did a lot of time together. He trained me in boxing. Help elevate my game in boxing. And so it's just it's just a hard feeling, a hurting situation for me. So all right, man, we gonna wrap this segment
And
up, man.
yeah, and what I wanted to say, man, I wanted to double back on about how her son is a artist. He is one
Yeah.
to actually does paintings and everything. But at this
Her phone
particular
went dead
time,
too, bro. I just
that's
want you to know
fine.
her phone went dead. Yeah.
That's fine.
But
But as I was
we gonna
saying,
get her back on here though.
yeah, but as I was saying is that now her son is not allowed to paint at this particular time. But what's so crazy is that one of his paintings are actually at a police department, hanging in a police department in Louisiana. So if his paintings are good enough to be in a department in Louisiana, why is not he allowed to be able to continue on painting in prison and stuff like that? I just wonder, is that just a punishment? I mean, we got to look at stuff like that, man. You dig? It's a lot of stuff that's circulating this particular case, man, and we got to expose what's really going on. I just had to bring that up, man, because they bothered me a lot.
I'm glad
That
you brought that
he
up too, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
that he got a painting that's actually in a police department, that they're actually hanging in a police department in Louisiana, but yet they don't allow him to continue on doing his painting right now while he's in prison. It makes no sense to me.
Man. And so, like I said, this was a real emotional one. Because I know the brother personally. We got mad love for the brother, man. He good people. I'm talking about he'll give you the shirt off his back, man. If he mess with you, he mess with you. So man, let's do what we can to help reunite him back to his mother and his family. He got kids, that's grown up without him. And the situation, I'm just lost from words, man. Free the Black Rhino, man. Free Clifford Etienne, and we gonna keep pushing for you, man. Solid Steppers United, man. So this has been another segment of Solid Point of View TV with the Law Library and Jay Hardcore, man. Much love and respect, man. Salute.
Salute. And make sure that y'all write the courts, man. Hey, it ain't going to be
Yeah.
opened up and spoke about until you all actually write the Congress, write the judges, do all those type of things. When you started doing those type of things, that's when things change. That's what we got to do. We got to write our congressmen. We got to write the
I
president.
can't
We
hear
got to
words.
write everybody that's involved in stuff like that and get everybody to put their eyes on things like this. You know, it can't not be
Yeah.
gone
Say
unnoticed.
it's up, Miss Etienne.
Do you have her?
Yeah, I told him, yeah, he got disconnected. So,
Okay.
so do you have his info because we about to shut it down? So, do you have his name, his DOC number, and stuff that you could give out to the people? So
Yes, it's Clifford Etienne. His GOC number 130104. Right now he's in Beaver. He was supposed to be moved, like he made board about 3-4 weeks ago, and he's still in quote unquote lockdown. He was supposed to be put in population, but he hadn't been put in population
yeah,
because
yeah. That's what he said. In other words, what he's saying is,
so many days.
yeah, he's waiting to be transferred back into population. They call that the backlog list. And so what they do is when they got people in population and you got people that's in the cell blocks and on lockdown that made the board waiting to come in population, but people in population they kind of like nobody's getting locked up, so they don't have a go merry-go-round system going. So they would lie on people. They would deliberately lie on people, hook them up, and put them on lockdown so they could take the people that's on lockdown and bring them back out. So
And actually, he's been in lockdown for over 9 months.
over 9
More
months.
like 14.
And from what he told, 3 weeks, almost a month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been made the board. But give him, but look, so don't, because he's not going to be in a Beaver, so they don't have to put Beavers on there. So they can put Clifford Etienne with his DOC number. You put Elaine Hunt Correctional Center. Elaine Hunt Correctional Center. St. Gabriel, Louisiana. And what's that zip code again?
70749.
Yeah, because Angus 70712. I remember Angola like that. But Hunt's is like 70 something on Correctional Center in Louisiana.
And the post office box is 149.
149. So give him
749.
749. Yep, you're right. 749. So give him his DOC number again. Clifford Etienne. And spell that last name for him.
Etienne. DOC number 130104.
130104. And that's Clifford Etienne. So man, y'all send him some love and light, man. Because he needed, you know what I'm saying? His mother out of here, you know, he need his mom, he need to be out here for his kids, and you know, just to be back reunited with his loved ones, man, and have his freedom again. So man, I thank you for your time, Miss Ian. I think I salute you for your courage and keep on pushing, you know, and we gonna keep standing there with you. So man, free my people, man. So man, much love and respect. Solid Steppers United. Y'all stay tuned to the next episode. Make sure y'all subscribe to Solid Point of View TV. Like, comment, and anything y'all have to say about this interview. Make sure y'all comment, y'all share this, and man, let's talk to Louisiana, man. Let's get some act right with them people. We got to make them people act right, man. We got to get on them about this, man. Because this is a travesty of justice, political. Because the person that has the opportunity to really give the information about what's going on with the CTE in boxing and with Clifford Etienne, the Black Rhino, he's a part of the NFL. You know,
they trying to squash it.
And they trying to squash it, man, because they mean they gotta pay people and all this shit. Just so it comes about that money, bro. You know they don't give a, you know, they don't care about us, man. But this is a human being life, you know, and it's being wasted away in prison for something that happened by no breakdown, man. So man, let's free Black Rhino, man. Let's do all we can, man. I'm I'm just overwhelmed with words. I'm just overwhelmed. I have no more words. So man, I appreciate you being here, and keep solid stepping. We're gonna keep doing what we do. Much love and respect.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And the only thing that I have to add to that is just keep him in prayer.
Keep them in prayer. Y'all heard the lady. Keep them in prayer. Appreciate y'all. Salute.